Hello, family and friends. You're all welcome to Save the Singles classroom. My name is Prophetess Happiness Michael. One thing you gotta know in life is this: nobody does what he does not know. You only do the things you know. Anything you don't know, you can do it. If you do them, it is called mistakes. Now take a look at this. There's a lot for us to understand before we got into marriage, we go into marriage, or in the marriage. Many a times I ask myself questions, and which I believe that the answer is on the wind. And I felt maybe one day the wind will blow the answer around my doorsteps, and then maybe I will be able to answer myself these questions. What is this question I've been asking myself? Is how come people take a lot of time to learn how to cook? When you are growing up as a little girl, your mother will always take you to the kitchen to teach you how to cook. And then you finish growing up from then, you learn how to cook from your auntie, you learn from your neighborhood, you go to the boarding school, you learn from school premises. But guess what? Do you know those people that want to carry cooking as a career, who want to be called chef, had to go again to study? Why do we use many years to learn how to cook? And we feel that this is cook to me is a very simple thing, but we gotta put so much effort, time, and years to learn how to cook. Even when you finish from your parents, as friends, while talking to the next person, the person will also teach you how to cook. You see your friend preparing one thing, you say, how do you do it? You go to learn how to cook. Now, internet is even teaching us how to cook. We carried our phone, then we learn how to cook. Now, if we put all this effort, a tailor will learn how to sew a cloth for like 2 years. A hairdresser will learn how to do hair for many years. We'll learn everything. A little child that is working learn how to work. Then I even discovered that cleaners right now, people who mop the house, are now going for training. Sometimes you see the company organize training, a conference for people that have to know how to mop. So you have been taught everything. Why is it that we don't have a class for marriage? Or what we have is certificate. Everybody just said to you, congratulations, and they present to you the certificate, and you just discover that you have graduated even before you enrolled in the school. And after that, I asked myself, as tough as marriage is, we don't learn. Nobody teaches us, no classroom, no platform. You can only have a marriage counselor talk to you a few days before your marriage, 1 month before your marriage. You all know that that's not a long-lasting something. And after this training for teaching, you go to the class for a few days, and all what they want to monitor you is, are they going to the man's house? Is the man going to the woman's house? How is the man? They ask you so many questions that maybe you don't even have an answer from. I believe that we need a classroom. We need to know more about marriage because it is more difficult than the cooking. It is an intensive study. Let's just look at it like people who goes for doctorate degree. Doctor degree is not for 2 years, it's not for 1 year. Lawyers is not for 2 years, it's not for 1 year. You know what? Because it involves humanity. Law kills or make. He mars you or he kills you. Doctors, every little mistake a doctor can kill you. Your life can go. That's why we invest so many years. You see, you're going to spend almost 5 to 6 years in primary school. You spend 5 to 6 years in secondary school. You spend again 7 years if you're a doctor, or 6 years or 5 years in high school. Calculate all these years. You invest in, do you know what you're learning? There's nothing more than 20-something letters word. ABC, that's what you're learning. You just have to, you add I, you remove Q, you add W, you remove this. That's what you're learning for these years. And 1, 2, 3. That's what you learn for these years. then what about marriage? I believe that we should put more effort, more time. The reason we are having these hiccups in marriage is because nobody think about how intensive that this particular qualification is bigger than doctor degree, he's bigger than lawyer's degree, he's bigger than every other thing you think. So we need more time. If you could learn a child how to learn how to say good morning. You see, the mother said, say good morning to daddy. He will not say good morning to dad. Next time again, if you don't teach that child, he will just say, hi, dad. Or he will say, hi, Pop. So you gotta correct this child, tell the child what to say. Then why do we just rush into marriage? You see, 11 years old, 12 years old, want to get married. Everybody's just dancing in like if they're going to put offering. And they dance out. Some died on the way. Some never survived. Some never made it. The reason I'm sitting right at this chair right now and facing you, eyeball to eyeball, is to help you cross. I want us to make it work. In our generation, we can make it work. So I need those that are interested to make their marriage work, to be happily married, those that love peace, to draw close to me. Come here and let's talk. Come here and let's see how we can learn how to keep our home. If you are single, come and learn. What is ahead of you? I am inside the marriage. I want to peep through the window and say, if you're coming, this is what you should come with. If you're coming, this is what you're going to see. If you're coming, this is what you will discover. You will know this. So that's why I'm peeping through the window to the singles and right inside the classroom of marriage. I want to talk to the marriage people and say, this thing I'm seeing, this is how we can navigate our way out of it, and then we can get the success of this marriage. So today, I want to talk on the topic that I titled, This Trouble is Necessary. The trouble, right? I know you're going to be wondering, which trouble is it? I want to talk about the trouble of in-laws before marriage. Before you said, yes, I do. If you're a single person or you're a married person in the marriage, you are going to see this. If you have gotten this, I'm going to give you a direction on what to do about it. Remember, as I said, I am here to amend. You know, when you fail, there's what they call corrections. We are here to do correction. We are here to help those that have failed to be able to succeed, and to help those that are inside to be able to have a peaceful and a happy home. So I am in two hands. Two full hands, two handful. One for the marriage people, second for the singles people. My duty here is to help you and to be your role model and to let you know what you need to know in my little understanding. I may not know everything, but I think if you add my own answer to the little answer you have, you can do more than 70%. So you just pick a result from here, you add it to what you have, then you can really have a result. So we're going to talk about this trouble, this problem is what necessary. Now, what are the problems? You see, every time a young lady want to get married, a young man want to get married, you have sister-in-laws, mother-in-laws, brothers-in-laws, uncles saying no. You can't get married to this woman. You can't get married to this lady. You cannot marry this man. Does he have money? Some will say, does he have money? Some will say, where is he working? Some will say, how old is the girl? He's like the woman senior you. So trouble is going to come all around. Now, I want to speak to you, young lady that want to get married, and you, young man that want to get married. Some of you used to feel that trouble is not necessary. But I want to tell you today that those trouble is necessary. It is important. If you are getting married to a man and nobody stand up to say, who is she? How does she look like? Is she a good person? They just allow that man get married to you peacefully. Know that the day you are going to die, nobody will cry. The day the man will die, nobody will cry, because there is no interest of love to that man. The reason they fought for the man and the reason they fought for the woman is because they loved him and they loved her. So they do not want that man to make a mistake, because they knew that the man pains is their pains. They knew that the woman pains is their pains. So whenever you see a thing like this, don't feel it is unnormal. No, it is a normal thing. It had to happen. So a sister-in-law will stand up and say, I need to know more about her. My brother, don't go. Don't be too fast. I just got to pray. I need to tell my pastor. I need to do this. Then you get pissed off. Don't get pissed off if you're a good person. There's no need. When they reach the pastor will tell them, go ahead if you are really good. Some of them will say, no, this one cannot come into this family. Is it not from so-so state? Is it not from so-so country? Is it not from so-so place? Then the whole house will be tense. Some of you feel that it is not needed. It is needed. It is a symbol of love to the person that they are talking about. It is a symbol of care. It means that their pains, if anything happened to this boy or to this girl in the future in this marriage, they do not want to lose this girl. They do not want to lose the person you are getting married to in this marriage. So that is why they are doing those reactions you see. Number 2, reason why people react when you're about getting married is fear. They're afraid of tomorrow. They don't know what tomorrow will be. They do not want you to take their brother and they never see their brother again. They do not want you to take their sister and then the sister die out of violence. So they may even look at your face. Maybe sometime the day you went for the introduction or to go and know the family, you were very warm. You were swelling up, tightening your face. You were looking very tough. And the people just read and say, Kai, this one, if our sister get in there, he will just kill her within a week. And everybody is afraid because they do not want to lose their sister. So they began to slow down things. How you will not marry my sister, you can have my child, you will not marry my daughter. I want you to differentiate these reasons. I'm not talking about those people that wanted their daughter to marry to a rich man. No, I'm not talking about that reaction. I'm talking about that in every marriage you must have someone that stand in his ground and said no. You know why? Because they want to know who you are. They want to know if their daughter or their son is in the safe hand. So that quarrel does not matter. The quarrel is necessary. That quarrel is important. Quarrel before you said yes I do from in-laws is important. Quarrel before you take your wife to the altar or you take your husband to the altar is important. If you did not have that quarrel, know that there is something for you to be worried about. Something for you to be worried about. Simply means that there is no unity in that family. It means that there is no bond. It means that there is no love. It means they are not together. It means that who won't die should die. It means to your tent, O Israel, if you don't have that reaction, it means there is a lot for you to worry about. There must be fear for their sister or their brother. They got to be afraid. They want her safety or his safety. So this is necessary. Now listen to me. When you have this, let this quarrel, you may be feeling somehow, but anytime you succeeded after the wedding, drop the hatred, the quarrel in the bin. Don't carry it across after the marriage to say, is it not her that said you should not marry me? I will never talk to her. Any day she come to my house, I will not open the door for her. Don't do that because the quarrel was necessary. Don't carry it across. Don't put it to heart. Don't say, that your mother, was it not the one that said you should not marry me? Everyone will always say you should not marry a person at the very first step. Those that love you will say it. From the boy's side, from the man's side, they will say it. But please, after you said, yes, I do, end it there. Don't carry grudges in your heart. Don't take them as your enemy. They are not your opponent. They were just fighting a just battle. A just battle is what they were fighting. So don't continue. There should be no adjointment, no continuation. There should be no carryover of that quarrel. End it on the wedding day. No, a night before the wedding day. You guys should summarize it and do the wedding eve quarrel. Let it end a night before then. Look at her and say, you been saying your brother no come marry me. This is me, oh. And let it say, welcome, oh, welcome. welcome to the family. Let the whole things end there, because it was out of love that makes them react the way they do. Don't carry it across. Don't keep malice. Don't just feel that they are your opponent. Love them. Feel that nothing ever happened. Just see yourself, okay, you win. Nothing ever happened. Let go of it. Become sister, become mother and daughter, become brother and sister. Take the home and take the family close to your heart, because the quarrel was important. It was necessary. It was needed. It had to be. It ought to be. It must be. It should be. So just let go of it after the marriage. Now, if you are a man, sometimes it could be very, very tough for you. I had this experience in my marriage. When the time of my marriage came, all my sisters-in-law, everybody were tense. Who is she? Where is she coming from? Hey, Calabar woman, he go use food, capture you. We don't go see you again. Hey, that means you are lost. You don't collect visa to acquire hope. But there's something my husband did. He did not allow what they say to become a roadblock to his decision. He was convinced of what he wants. So he struck hard. He tried to be in between. So sometimes when it comes so tough on you, try to make your decision. Don't wave. If you are sure of what you are doing, don't wave. My husband did not wave. He was positioned. There was a shaking left, right, and center from my family. My family were coming. Where do you come from? We never know you. Are you a pastor, evangelist, bishop? Where is your pope title? Everything was coming. But the man stand firm. He was so firm that nothing they did. But at that moment, my husband had to block some people's number, because there are things he did not want to hear. Things of discouragement. So you that is in the middle of it must settle your mind. Don't allow the storm to carry you, because those storms are necessary. They got to come. It has to be there. But if you are sure of what you are, please listen. What I said, if you are sure of what you're about to do, not that they are telling you the truth. For example, now they can tell you, this girl you're getting married to, I know her. She killed her first husband, killed the second one. You will not be having a death here. Those are not the case I'm talking about. And you are sure that what they were saying is true. You just pretend that nothing happened. You are Odogu. You will not be Odogu in the grave. You're gonna be his here. I'm just talking about the fairy tale quarrel that sometimes reaction comes in because another person is being introduced. The woman that comes in is coming to take some people's position. If a guy was talking to his brother every day, when the wife comes in, he would divert those calls to the wife. So everyone has to fight and make sure that they don't lose out of it totally. That they will still have their brother, they will still have their sister, at least 30% or 40% of it back. So that is the reactions. If they are telling you something reality that is dangerous to your life, then you got to close the chapter. But that's not where I'm going today. I'm talking about the normal quarrel that sometimes I see ladies in particular used to carry those quarrel across. Don't ever take it across. Don't ever take it across. So now, when I comes into my husband's life, it was a stir of battle. Everybody were like, what is this? And everybody were hungry because my husband was so dear to his siblings, so dear, like he's a pet to them. And everybody were like, oh God, we're going to lose this opportunity. And they react. But do you know, I've never hold anything concerning them. Today, they are my best friend. We talk like schoolmates. We talk like people like just grow up together. They are part of me today. You understand? You know why? Because I dropped whatever it was before the marriage. And we kick off. We move on. They move on with me. And today now, my marriage is successful. It's enjoyable. They can't stay. They stayed few days. They didn't hear from me. They're going to call me. They talk more to me than even my husband. They are more related to me than even my husband. You see? So I want you to also do the same. If you needed to have a happy home, don't hate people who were against you before you get married. married, that should end there. Love them, show them love, carry them close to yourself again. Take them as one of you and let the sweet marriage continue. So these people are important to you. Try to keep them, try to love them. You in-laws too, try to forget about what your daughter-in-law said. And if you're a daughter-in-law, a son-in-law, when you have this reaction, please don't say a word. I didn't talk. Come on, I didn't talk. The only person that was talking was only my husband. Said, leave my wife alone. Leave my wife to be alone. I was not taking anyone as an opponent. So I didn't say anything. You understand? Because there was a time they said, is she tall? Is she this? And when they see me, when I even heard that one, I put my high heel the day I went to see them so that they can see me very well that I was tall. You know, just make fun of everything you hear. Don't take anything as bad belly like if they are wicked. No. Never tag that name wickedness. And when they see it, they say, today now. In fact, there's even one that said, this will look like your mama. Hey, I took that, but those statements did not get into my skin. I just wear it out. But today now, all of them are saying, your wife is beautiful, your wife is this. Thank God, though, we didn't miss her. Hi, God give us a prophetess. They are so happy with me. A lot of them, one of them wrote me something and said, you are the air I breathe. Remember, not my husband, no, the family member, the uncle. He said, you give me life. Anytime I look at you on Facebook, I found reason to live. I want you, go in there with your best. Don't go there with quarrel. Don't have enmity before you get in. Try to balance up this thing. This is a little advice and teaching we had today. So that if you are in the marriage, please apply this. If you have already had misunderstanding with some of your in-laws, go back and make amendment. Just know that those quarrels was necessary if you listen to me. If you are in the marriage, try and settle up things. I don't know how long you've been there, but after listening to this teaching, to this message, please go back and make an amendment, okay? And the Lord God will bless you. If you're a single person, always prepared for this. Know that this will surely come. And when it comes, remember I said, don't talk, just keep quiet. After the whole display, you will get in there. At that moment, you will control the ATM, the card. So they will look for you. You understand? And when they come, please give it to them. Don't think about the past, okay? Know that as a single person, you will see this on the days of your marriage. From your family, from the man's family, you will see it definitely. But when it comes, remember my advice, remember my teaching. Just keep cool, allow everything play in safe, and you get the result and get a peaceful home. You are the man, help the woman. Stand on your ground. You as the woman, sometimes it comes from the girl's father. Please make sure that you protect your husband and make the marriage successful. Everybody at my time, people will call him my husband. Hey, let me see your face. Who is it? Who is it? But my husband was not intimidated by all those people. He stood his ground and I protected him. I was telling them, he's a good man. He's this, he's this. I talk good. And they say, hey, yeah, sure. I hope you are not lying to us. I said, no. They say, you prophetess, so you never get boyfriend before. How do you know our boyfriend is good? I said, this one now, I clicked. Do you dream? I said, no. But I saw his character because I didn't want to lie. You understand? Try to defend the man at the points that you know he's true. Keep your integrity so that you can be safe. And if you're a woman, try to also defend the man. If you're a man, try to defend your wife around your family. And you guys can have a peaceful home and a pleasant marriage. Thank you so much for joining me, and God bless you. I hope that my little contribution to your marriage make you have a good home and a pleasant stay here on earth until rapture comes. God bless you. I love you from the bottom of my organs.